Giants Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. But
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Nice pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Block working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Broncos first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Edwards-Helaire.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
By Bill Parks.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
44, 44, Mike, hey, 57, 57. Let's go.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Boy, a nice Nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 98 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing his lock on third down. He'll find Lindsey here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet
and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Block off of play action. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kickoff for Denver.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Westbrook on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
14.
Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 14, Chiefs nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
18-yard line.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there on a Denver 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second.
Playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
He's crashing. Finish the game. Finish the game. What's that? 15. Bang, bang.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And then going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And here's Edwards-Helaire. Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
The score, Broncos 21, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Past the 20. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Gordon on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Taken in the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Got a man open in Sutton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
In your face.
On first down, Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Tonight's final.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Denver, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.